Okay, this is my little OOTD moment. We're going to a Kid Laroi concert today in Columbus. I don't know if they're going to let me take my camera, but we're going to be leaving here in about 5-10 minutes. It's about a 2.5-hour drive to Columbus, but we're going to go to like the outlets and some shopping and eating and stuff and some record stores. So I thought that we'd do a little like day in the life kind of thing and you guys could hang out with me. This top is so pretty. This is from H&M. I saw it on a mannequin and I immediately went in the store and I was like, I need that shirt. So I got the shirt and it is really cute. And then the pants are from Plato's Closet, but I think they are originally from American Eagle and they're my super ripped up ones. I'm gonna wear my Fila's probably. I have a red flannel that's actually Brandon's, but I think I'm gonna wear a flannel with this or something. Yeah, I need to finish getting ready. Just need to put on some mascara. I don't think I'm gonna like do any crazy makeup, but yeah.
3 hours later.
The record wasn't made by Post Malone and printed and he didn't sell it. A third party decided to print this and press it and sell it. So I might pick this one up. I didn't see like any J. Cole ones. That one's probably the good way. Yeah, it's not a gatekeep.
You just buy bootlegs?
Is JID anywhere? What is that? I have that.
We're over here just saying, this is exactly the fucking energy that we love to see.
Okay, so it is several days, probably a week later, but I want to show you guys the records that I got, and the only piece of merch that I got from the Kid Laroi, because none of it had like the tour dates or anything on it, because I think he's like working on the album, and so like merch is kind of like in an iffy spot right now. But he had this bandana, and I thought that this bandana was absolutely gorgeous. I'm not typically a bandana person, but I really liked the flowers on here and just the overall pattern. Like, I could see myself folding this and actually wearing it like in my hair because I like the colors. I don't think it necessarily screams the Kid Laroi. Like, I mean, he's obviously on it, but I don't think it's super legible from a distance. And then it does just say the Kid Laroi, like kind of on that one petal in the middle there. So I really like this bandana. This was $25, so a little bit expensive. It's not super thick. Now on to the records that we got. So my husband picked up some for his friend. The first one we have here is Outkast Speaker Box / The Love Below. So I'm not going to be opening these because obviously I didn't pay for these. These are not for me, but this was an album that he got. This was $50. This came from Magnolia. This one was $31. So yeah, did those little pickups for somebody. From that record store, I got 3 records. The first one that we have here is Revenge 3, which I am actually super excited about. This has a lot of J. Cole on it. It's also got some Earth Gang on it. There is also Jid on here, obviously. Really excited about that. Vince Staples is on here too. Like, it's a really good mix. Ski Mask the Slump God. There's just a lot of stuff going on. Like, this is going to be a great spin at some point in time. This was $32.99, and I'm just really happy that I got it. I think it is super unique, and I know this is the only way you can listen to Middle Child right now, I believe. Obviously, like, on streaming platform and stuff, but I mean, like, this is the only album that it's on, and that's one of my husband's favorite songs, so. I also got Fall Out Boy, Take This to Your Grave. This is the Fueled by Ramen, like, 25th anniversary edition, so it's pressed on silver vinyl. And yeah, I just didn't have this album yet in my collection, and I figured for 20 bucks to get the silver edition, might as well, like, why not? It was kind of there. I was in a Fall Out Boy mood. Obviously their new album came out. I'm seeing them live in July, which is super exciting. So I figured I would pick this up. And then I have been on a little bit of a throwback kick. I know this isn't everybody's like favorite cup of tea, but when this album came out, I was heavy into this album. I don't necessarily agree with everything that this artist does, but it's been popping up in my super mix. I've been listening to songs off of this. I still know them word for word. So when I saw this, I was like, I kind of have to get it. So I did get it, and it's These Things Happen by G-Eazy. This is such a throwback. 2014. 2014! I would have been ending my freshman year and starting my sophomore year when this came out. I'm pretty sure I was a sophomore when I started listening to this. And yeah, I Mean It is still a bop. I know it's not everybody's favorite song, but it's still a bop. It's good. And then we went to Used Kids Records. This is such a cool record store. If you really want to dig and just, you know, find miscellaneous things, it's not overly organized. It's not super bad, but it is kind of just organized to a certain point, and then it's just alphabetical and you kind of have to just figure it out. I'm sure there's a lot of hidden gems. They had my hopes up because they said that they had a Sleep Token album, but we dug and dug and dug and dug and dug and dug, like us and the workers, and we could not find it. So they said they must have sold out of it, but they had it for like a really long time and nobody was buying it. But I'm sure with like the increased popularity of Sleep Token that somebody was lucky enough to snag it. At least I hope like a genuine fan snagged it and not just a reseller. I only picked up 2 things, and they are both bootleg / counterfeit, because apparently there's a difference, but I just always say bootleg. It's like that person's music, but it wasn't authentically pressed and created by them. It was made by somebody else to profit off of. So I don't know. I guess they're both the same thing technically, but somebody did say that they weren't the same when I was calling them bootlegs in the past. So the first one we have here is a Post Malone. This is August 26th. And it just has some songs on here that are obviously not on like other albums. And yeah, I don't know. I thought that it looked super aesthetic. Like, I just thought that the cover was really nice. The back art was super nice. This was $36, so a little bit expensive for what it is. But I'm curious to see how it's pressed, because typically when it's not authentic, it's not pressed on standard black. It is pressed on standard black, which is actually really surprising. It means that this is probably going to be really good quality. So I'm excited to give this a spin. I also picked up Saturation 3 by Brockhampton. This does not have an official release as of yet, I don't believe. If it does, it is definitely out of print and super expensive. Now, the cover isn't too bad. Like, it looks pretty decent. This was $34. However, the back is super, super grainy. Like, you know that this is a bootleg. But yeah. I don't know which variant this is. There seems to be a lot of different ones, like different pressings. So I figured we would kind of just gamble and see which one we get. But I do really like Brockhampton. I went through a really big Brockhampton kick sometime last year, and I was listening to a lot of their work. Ooh. Okay. Looks like we got the red version, which is pretty interesting. There is a little bit of like black splatter kind of happening. You guys can see it there, as well as like here. Interesting. I don't think I remember seeing a red variant listed, but I will look into it again. So yeah, I just kind of picked this up because I figured why not. Some record stores you can find a lot of counterfeit, bootlegs, imports, whatever you want to call them. And other record stores, they keep it 100% just like authentic. I was just excited to add these to the collection though. Had a great time at the concert, obviously. If you guys saw Kid Laroi, let me know what you guys thought about the performance. I loved the stage presence. Like, I loved the setup. I thought that it was really unique and different. I love you guys. I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace out, Girl Scouts.